Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by The Last. Delighted to be joined via Zoom by Laurent Football, Johnny Fisher. How are you, geezer?
Good, thanks, Oscar. Good to see you, mate, in a feeler again.
Mate, no one can see me, so just giving them a little insight into the old Bevis attire. Yeah, quick one from the old fish and chip shop today.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm not eating fish and chips. I'm eating grilled fish. There's a restaurant here, and he does all grilled fish for me. I've got a bit of steak and lobster coming, actually. It's the best fish and chip shop I've ever been in. Chariots, Gideon Park, best fish and chip shop in Essex.
I've heard a lot about Chariots, mate. I'll have to get down there. Gonna jump straight in, Johnny. Obviously, just initially your reaction to the weekend, the heavyweight belts change hands.
Yeah, really good. The event was unbelievable in itself. I went there last minute. I got a ticket to go there, but unbelievable result really, because I thought Joshua, being a bigger man, stronger man, would have used his natural assets. But for some reason, he didn't seem to do that. He got lured into having a boxing match with the best boxer in the heavyweight division. So that wasn't a wise move, in my opinion. I just would have liked to see Joshua let his hands go a little bit more. All credit to Usyk, obviously, who was out jabbing the bigger man, which was brilliant to see. Fast hands and sort of bamboozled Joshua a bit, and Joshua didn't have any answer. And I thought the barrage was going to come, the combinations were going to come, but they just didn't come. And by the 12th round, it was all over, really. Joshua was on the ropes.
Yeah, was you surprised? I mean, I can tell you're surprised by the approach Anthony Joshua put. I'll actually start by asking you, can you see a bit of a difference between the Joshua, perhaps pre-Ruiz one, and the Anthony Joshua now? Does he seem a little bit more hesitant, you think?
Well, yeah, I was looking at what George Foreman said. He tweeted. He said it's something that instinct he had as a younger fighter seems to not be there. Listen, I'm no one to judge Anthony Joshua, who's achieved a lot in the sport, but I do think something has changed in his camp, whether it's his approach. A lot of fighters do that. You look at Vladimir Klitschko, the way he changed after Emmanuel Stewart came on board. Fighters do change their approaches, but I think the best approach for Anthony Joshua is to use his natural attributes, which is being a big, ferocious, strong combination puncher.
I mean, I know a lot of people have said, and you said as well, and you're valid to have an opinion as a heavyweight, that you like to see him use his size and perhaps stick it on Usyk a bit. But you've been in the ring with, you've been sparring Tyson Fury recently. When someone can move like Usyk can at heavyweight, is it just hard to stick it on someone? It's not that simple, is it?
Oh, listen, it's very easy for me to say from outside the ring, go and just smash into bits, but it's very hard to do that. If someone's being elusive, you're trying to get drawn into all these little feints, all these little bits of foot movement, it makes you doubt yourself a little bit. But when I look at Joshua, I think he was trying too hard to be a boxer himself and trying to outbox Anthony Joshua-Usyk. But if I see someone like my mate Joe Joyce, I think he'd just go straight for it and try and walk him down from the start line in the WSB. He wasn't successful, but I think he'd give it a bit of a better go than Joshua did if he instead of just boxing and standing there. I've got to give Usyk massive credit. He came to the back garden of Joshua in Tottenham and done a number. Really, done a number on him. But I don't see it as Usyk taking it away from Joshua. I think Joshua, who had the natural attributes, was the home fighter. He's sort of let him perform like that, because no matter what you say, he could have stuck it on him. I know you're always talking about the feints and things, but you can still rough someone up, even if you don't land on their body, hit their arms, hit their shoulders, grab them, and smash them that way, and just wear him down. I think Tyson Fury will do something like that. It won't look very pretty, but if he ever fought Usyk, he'd wear him down gradually, just by laying on him and using his natural weight advantage.
Yeah, I mean, with everyone saying that now, and Joshua pretty much having to jump straight back into the rematch, because whatever he does is massive, so he can't go and have 2 or 3 fights away from the big lights. He jumped straight back into the rematch. Can you see it going a similar way?
Well, he done it against Ruiz, didn't he? And I didn't believe he could do it against Ruiz after the manner in which he lost. But who knows what he can do? I honestly don't know, because Joshua's the sort of bloke who trains really hard, is dedicated. He finds a way, and that's why he's a champion. If anyone's going to do it, Anthony Joshua can. But it's very hard to see a road back after being beat so convincingly, outboxed. That was a problem. He's got to change his whole tactic, I think, if he wants to beat Usyk next time.
Yeah, I mean, you've weighed in as a heavyweight a couple of times now as a pro. Did you take anything from the weigh-in? Because obviously there was a lot of talk on the day. It was Joshua comes in at this. Is he going to sort of look to move and be on the back foot? A lot's always said about weights at heavyweight, although there's not a weight limit. Did you take a lot from the weigh-in day?
I think Joshua was. I think what the weigh-in told me before the fight even started, it told me that Joshua was going to try and match him for the 12 rounds, and take it the distance, which I don't think was a good idea. I think he should have had that little bit, weighed in just under 18 stone, and had that extra bit of weight and done the bully tactics. But then again, I don't know what their game plan was. They might have wanted to mix with him for 12 rounds, have that in the bank, but also have the power, because he's still going to have the power whether he's 17 stone or 18 stone. For me, for weight, I'm still gauging my weight. I've only had 3 fights. I don't know what my best weight is really yet. I've weighed in around 17 stone for 2 of them, and I felt good at that. So I'm going to try and stick at that. But weight is sometimes Joshua even said himself, it's just a reflection of how you've trained and what training you've done. Your weight can go up and down.
So genuinely, just from your perspective and as a heavyweight, that couple of pounds, even when you're a big man, because I think some people think if you're a big man, you're a big man, but those couple of pounds are massive even at heavyweight.
Well, yeah, if you weigh 17 stone, for example, what I did in my last one and the one before that and my first one, I felt completely different to when I was at 17 stone 7. That might have been because I wasn't in a proper camp for my second fight. I knew with 3 days' notice really that I was going to be fighting, but coming down a little bit, I feel sharper. But it's different for everyone. Some people might not feel as different if they do with a few pounds, but for me, it definitely makes a difference. I've found in this short part of my career.
You mentioned Joe Joyce, and just quickly want to wrap up on that. What's Joe Joyce thinking then? So the decision is read out on Saturday night. What's the first thing that goes through Joe Joyce's head?
Joyce is WBO mandatory, I think, so he's in a good position to fight for the world title and have the other ones on the line as well. So I think Joyce is thinking, hold on, I gave Usyk a good fight in the WSB. I'm a better fighter now, and I'm fighting him at heavyweight. So why not? I can give it a good crack. I can give it a better go than that. That's what I think he's thinking.
Yeah. Well, either way, whatever happens, it's going to be massive because it always is with the heavyweights. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to let you go. Just wanted to wrap something up quickly. Enjoy your fish and chips and say Bosh to Big John for me.
I will, mate. Bosh.